Welcome to the History of North America. I'm Mark Vinette. Let's pause our chronological narrative to share a few fascinating facts, information, and quirky tidbits about the beautiful continent that is the subject of this series. Did you know that the origin of the name America is disputed? Most scholars agree that the continent was named after Amerigo Vespucci, a transatlantic explorer who first declared that the New World was not, in fact, India. But others suggest that the moniker became official when named for Welsh trader Richard Americ, who allegedly paid for the expedition that discovered Newfoundland in Canada. Still others insist that it was named for a Native American word. The last woolly mammoth died as late as 1650 BC on islands in Russia and North America's Alaska, 1,000 years after the Egyptians built the Great Pyramid of Giza. A biome is a biogeographical unit consisting of a biological community that has formed in response to the physical environment in which they are found and a shared regional climate. Biome is a broader term than habitat and can comprise a variety of habitats. When it comes to biomes, North America has all the major ones. You can find the 5 major biomes of aquatic, grassland, forest, desert, and tundra covering all of the continent. The United States has 6 time zones: Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern, Hawaii Aleutian Time Zone, and Alaska Standard Time. Alaska is home to the highest mountain in North America. Denali, or Mount McKinley, rises up into the heavens, reaching 20,000 feet. Denali also happens to be the 3rd most elevated peak on the planet. The state of Alaska constitutes around 20% of the landmass of the USA. Canada has 62% of the world's lakes within its borders. In addition to having a lot of lakes, Canada also has plenty of parkland. The Wood Buffalo National Park is the largest national park in Canada and about the size of Switzerland. It's just one of over 40 Canadian national parks. North America's lowest point is the Badwater Basin, located in Death Valley National Park, California. It is 282 feet below sea level. Death Valley, located in the Mojave Desert, receives the least rainfall per year. It is so dry that the average annual rainfall would barely fill a coffee cup. Death Valley is not just the driest part of the North American continent, it is also the hottest. Another interesting fact about North America is that it doesn't have any landlocked countries, that is, countries that don't touch the ocean. Most people might guess that New York or Los Angeles is North America's biggest city. In reality, Mexico City is the largest metropolis, with over 22 million people residing in a metro area that spans more than 570 square miles. North America is the biggest corn-producing region on the planet. Aside from food, corn is used in the manufacture of lots of things, including biofuel and textiles. The United States is the top corn producer, also making it the world's top producer. As you might expect, lots of different animals represent the countries of North America as national symbols. From this broad assortment of fauna, the main ones range from the bison and bald eagle in the US, to the beaver and moose of Canada, to the Zolo dog and golden eagle of Mexico. In a massive continent with many cultures, both native and immigrated, you'll not be surprised to learn that the range of languages is huge. In total, you can find communities speaking one or more of nearly 150 languages. The dominant languages in North America are English, Spanish, and French. This is largely due to colonial history and influence over the region. French is commonly found in parts of Canada. English is broadly spoken across the US and Canada, while Spanish is largely found in Mexico, as well as the southern and western United States. Mexico has the world's smallest volcano. You can actually climb to the top of it in a few minutes, and thankfully, it's not presently active with explosions, plumes of smoke, and lava spills. Quexcomate stands at a rather unimposing 43 feet tall, and most people just consider it a geyser, but it is a volcano. An interesting mathematical concept was independently developed in North America, and it happened way before the European conquest. The Mayans invented the concept of zero around the same time as did the Mesopotamians some 2,000 years ago. One of the most remarkable facts about North America concerns how old the land is. North America was linked to other continents throughout many geological periods, then started to split into its own continent about 200 million years ago. On the other hand, the Great Lakes is a relatively recent geological feature resulting from receding glacial activity around 10,000 years ago. It is important to note the abundant and thrilling wildlife on this vast continent. There is an immense number of ecosystems with numerous mammals in swampy wetlands, dry mountain ranges, scorching deserts, and lush farmlands. That is why about 20% of recognized mammal species on the globe reside in North America. Tiny animals such as rodents, hares, squirrels, possums, and raccoons, and bigger ones such as deer, coyote, and elk are popular examples of such mammals. The most iconic ones include the bear, the wolf, and the cougar. An extraordinarily diverse number of sea mammals, including whales, dolphins, and sharks, live in North America's oceans. Since the founding of the United States in 1776, there have been 27 different versions of the flag, featuring the stars and stripes. Each new flag represented the addition of one or more states as the United States grew westward to fulfill what many believe to be its manifest destiny of expansion in North America. Constituting nearly 1/6 of Canada's total land area, Quebec is the largest of Canada's 10 provinces in area and is second only to Ontario in population. Mexico's largest and most densely populated region is the inland Mexican Plateau, which is flanked by the Sierra Madre Occidental and Sierra Madre Oriental mountain range systems. Virginia seems to be the right place to give birth to a future president of the United States. Out of all the presidents to this day, 8 were born in this very state. Pizza arrived in the United States in the early 20th century along with waves of Italian immigrants who settled primarily in the large cities of the Northeast. It got a boost both in popularity and regional spread after soldiers stationed in Italy returned from World War II. According to some estimates, more than 9 in every 10 Americans have eaten pizza in the last month. Americans consume the total equivalent of about 100 acres of pizza every day. The Aztec death whistle was used during human sacrifice or during times of war, when the sound of hundreds of advancing whistles could unhinge Aztec opponents in Mexico. Ever wonder why American paper money is green? Well, the government chose to color U.S. currency green as an anti-counterfeiting strategy. When the color was adopted in the 19th century, cameras could only take black and white photographs, making imitation bills difficult to produce. The first letter from North America was sent in 1527. The letter was sent by John Rutt from St. John's, Newfoundland, to King Henry VIII in England. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky, USA has been recognized as the world's largest cave system with more than 405 miles of passageways. Mexico boasts North America's first primary school and first college, the University of Mexico, and the first printing press. Finally, did you know that modern horses were first brought to the Americas with the conquistadors, beginning with Columbus, who imported horses from Spain to the West Indies on his second voyage in 1493? Horses came to the mainland with the arrival of Hernán Cortés in 1519. By 1525, Cortés had imported enough horses to create a nucleus of horse breeding in Mexico. The Mustang is a free-roaming horse of the western United States, descended from horses brought to the Americas by the Spanish. I'm Mark Vinette. and I hope you're enjoying the ride.